G'day guys, I'm going to explore some new water tonight in search of yellowbelly or maybe even a Murray cod. And even though it's windier than I'd usually like, hopefully the fish are biting. Well, it's certainly my type of water, skinny water. It's got some depth and clarity. There's a bit of current in some parts, a bit of depth and slow water in other parts. It's looking the goods. Now, I don't know how deep it is or what it's like to fish, but I'm going to start off with a proven yellowbelly catcher. That is a Tubby Native Minnow. So I'll flick that around and see how I go. I'm going to be working my way in that direction. It's actually deeper here than I thought. This is barely touching a snag or the bottom or anything here. I think it gets skinnier in that direction, but I might have to chuck something a bit bigger, or at least something that dives a bit deeper for this particular hole. I might actually unclip this and change to an oldmate. Righto, so for the time being, and while the water's this wide and deep, I've tied on the pink and purple and white oldmate. And I'll flick that through the same holes that I just flicked the native minnow through. See if anything wants to come out and play for this one. So I'm just angling my casts around. It's probably hard to see because of the direct sunlight and the reflection, but I peppered that log over there, especially where the muck is in the middle, and I'm slowly fanning my casts around in that direction because it's harder to cast from that high bank, whereas I can get lower over there on the other side. So I'm just trying to cover all this water from here and then I'll move up. This is more like the type of water I was expecting to find here. Skinny, probably shallow looking at the current, but lots of log jams. I'll leave the old mate on for now, but if I'm running into issues with it, I'll put the Tubby Native Minnow back on. I've got to get down there first, and it looks like a path down over that way. Yes, I'm on. I thought I saw something hit the top over there. You rippy. You ripper, I should say, not you rippy. I heard a splash behind me. I turned around and thought that sounded a bit like a boof. And it bloody was, you know. It was this beautiful little Murray cod. You like the look of that pink, purple and white old mate? Leave him in the water down there while I get out my lip grips and my pliers. I was beginning to think this might be a fishless video, but there we go. Jeez, he's got some energy. New water paid off, guys. There you go, lip grips are on. Reach down and wet my hand. Oh, he's not too bad at all. He's in the high 40s, I reckon, probably 47, 48 centimetres, that Murray cod. Absolute beauty of a fish. It's funny because I was standing here and I just cast over there. I'll show you the replay of that in a minute. But then I moved out onto that log to cast in there and I heard a little splash behind me. I thought that sounded suspiciously like a boof, and I cast over and this ripper of a specimen came out and took the pink, purple and white old mate. They're exclusive to TRELLYS. If you want to pick one up, there'll be a link in the description, but I'll get him unhooked. All right, mate, calm down. Let's get you sorted with so you can take off, buddy. There's one set of hooks out. The other one's just pinned him underneath as he was coming in. There we go. One last look. Gorgeous little Murray cod. Like I said before, about 47, 48 centimetres. And now he gets to swim away. Thanks for playing, buddy. See you later. Wrong way. Off you go. He's fine, he went that direction. They usually head straight back to where you sent them from. Got him from, and I caught him over there, but he went that way, and that's because he flipped funny off these and tried to swim off on the bank first and lost his direction. But I reckon by the time I finish this sentence, He'll be straight back over in that hole over there. Whew! You beauty. And there you go, that's the particular colour and pattern that did the damage. Oh, nice teeth marks underneath. Thanks for the souvenir, mate. That makes a lure more valuable if you ask me. The more wear and tear it gets from Murray cod teeth, the better the lure becomes. Alright, I just did a quick battery change because I was down to 12% left, and I'd rather waste 12% of that battery than risk hooking a fish and then missing the end result like I've done so many times in the past. But he was pulled from just over there. I was standing in this very spot, putting some casts into that faster water. And if you can see there, if I try and block the sun from the camera, you can see the water over there is actually quite fast and not even that deep. A lot of people would walk straight past that type of hole. They're actually my favourite ones to cast into because they've seen less lures. Oh gee, I'll tell you what, that's a cast that's going to get me snagged. I knew it as soon as it hit the water. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh, I knew that one was bad. That's better. Oh wow. It's got to be a Murray cod sitting in this big hole. It's slow and deep and the complete opposite to what I was fishing over there. I'll start at the lower end though, near the log jam. Might let that one drift seeing it was such a bad cast. That's pretty shallow right there. Try over there. Big cast down the guts. I'll just work that nice and slow through the deep hole. Wow, I'm actually coming along the bottom. That's not deep at all. It's just wider. Could be the deep parts on that side where the current is. But this side, my lure is just scraping along the bottom. That's not deep at all. Try over that side. Well, it's not that much deeper, to be honest with you. It's just a big shallow flat spot. Probably an excellent place to go carp fishing. Well, I've just walked about 300 meters from that direction because as you can see there was absolutely zero access to the water, and I've found this little let's say mini sandbar. And I thought there was some current down there, but would you look at that? It's starting to look like a trout stream around here. Oh, tell you what, this deeper slow water next to that fast current could hold a cod though. I'll put in some casts. Some nice snags over there too, but I don't like the chance of bringing my lure back through that current and those logs. Maybe over there. Start off casting in the direction I came from and work my way to the faster water behind me. I'll tell you what, there's some depth in this direction. The current seems to have carved it out a bit. Just bumping over a hell of a lot of logs down there, but that's always a good sign when you're cod fishing. I've just checked my phone for the time, and apparently there's about half an hour left until it gets dark. It's 20 past 8 now. I've clipped on a jackal pompadour, something I've never caught a fish on. I have had one hookup. I think I've had two hookups actually, but I wasn't able to land either of the fish. Here's hoping that I can actually get one on the pompadour tonight. That deserves a fish. Come on. You never get one when you say it. I've said that in a video before. I just want to try and get one in between those two logs over there, and then I might move on, walk that 300 meters back towards the car to where I can fish again, back near where I caught the other cod, and put in some more casts. That'll do. Righto, the infamous log where I caught the first Murray cod, which I pulled from right over there. Gee, I'd laugh if I hooked up again in the same spot. Very unlikely. Well, I fished all the way back to the car, just the one Murray cod for the evening, but boy am I happy. It was a very nice Murray cod at about 48 centimetres, and I was happy to watch him swim away as well. Even though he headed the wrong direction, that didn't matter. He found his bearings in the end. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Cockies are loud.